Life-changing.
Impactful.
Formative.
Metamorphic.
Transformational.
Challenging.
An introspection.
Career-defining.
CPE is clinical, it is hands-on learning, learning by doing. It is pastoral, it is focused on the spiritual and emotional needs of the patients. And it is education of the students learning how to provide meaningful ministry. Clinical pastoral education has threefold focus to it. First is pastoral formation of really forming oneself as a minister. Pastoral reflection of reflecting on one's ministry and its action reflection model. And the third part is pastoral competence of developing the skills needed for ministry. Both Level 1 and Level 2 CPE include a variety of educational activities, such as didactics, which are teaching times, verbatim presentations where students present case material, as well as process groups and theological reflection seminars.
The CPE program at Lancaster General Hospital is excellent because we have been around since 1965. And also we are accredited by ACPE. And thirdly, I would like to highlight that we have such wonderful support from administration and from staff.
A great CPE application is complete. It answers all the questions. It shows self-reflection. It shows the ability to be vulnerable, to be able to reflect on both one's strengths as well as one's weaknesses, and to be open to learning more about oneself. The key areas for the CPE application are answering the questions on the back. The first question on the back is a reasonably full account of your life. That question can be combined with the second question for spiritual growth. In those two questions, what I'm looking for is not just the facts and figures from your life, but also how those different events and people have influenced and formed who you are, and that it shows some self-reflection that you have about what has made you who you are and how you minister. A second piece that I look at closely is the helping incident. A helping incident for CPE has more to do with providing emotional or spiritual help than providing practical or physical help. Helping somebody cope with a difficult situation or helping somebody work through some grief or a loss. And provide some reflection on how you did and what you might do differently if you were to help that person again in a similar situation. Applicants are evaluated based on if they are self-reflective, if they can look at themselves in their own life and see how that has helped to shape and form them, as well as self-reflective on their work and ability to be open to learning and be able to take feedback and critique about what they're doing. Remember, when you're filling out a CPE application, you are giving us a first impression of who you are, and that helps us decide if you're a good fit for the program. There's no such thing as an average day for a chaplain. Chaplains are involved in responding to all sorts of emergencies. Various codes such as trauma alerts, code T's, stroke alerts, code blues, responding and helping patients and their family members in distress. Chaplains also respond by visiting patients in a variety of situations based on consults from staff members, and chaplains provide care to the staff members themselves. The students serve the various populations of Lancaster County, anyone who comes to Lancaster General Hospital. The traditional Pennsylvania Dutch, the Latino community, the Vietnamese, Cambodian, Hmong population. We have a lot of elderly patients who come here as well. There are Christians from multiple different denominations, patients that come from a Jewish or Muslim or Buddhist background. There are also patients who are non-religious, who do not have any religious affiliation, and chaplains and students serve all of these groups.
Some of the characteristics that successful students share are a willingness to take risks, a willingness to receive feedback, a person who wants to work on a team. And I think somebody who's very compassionate, empathetic, and someone who would like to be present with others in their sorrow and suffering.
If students are accepted into CPE, they can anticipate a potentially life-changing experience. They will learn so much more about themselves and learn about how they impact and affect other people's lives.
Action, reflection.
A newfound purpose in life.
Transformative.
Is very sacred work.